Hi, I'm Brent Burns, but you can call me Backpack, and I'm here to tell you that the Marty party never stops. Avs win over the Vegas Golden Knights 4-2. I know the numbers don't necessarily reflect it, and there was a good amount of sloppiness in this game, but this was a really good game from the Colorado Avalanche. Yes, it wasn't perfect. Yes, there are things they have to clean up, but Vegas was by far the sloppier team, and the Avs led for a grand total of 59 minutes and 19 seconds of this game. So that's pretty good. To do that, the Avs obviously had to score in the first minute of the game, and the Marty party gets started early. Necas, the man carrying the puck, he would do a lot of that for the Avs, but he ultimately passes this one off to McKinnon as they throw it into the zone. It's a bit scrambly, but the Avs are able to get in. Lehkonen gets it in deep, and Necas with quick puck movement here. He knows where McKinnon's going to be, and he works it to a safe area that the Knights, aren't really covering. It's not a great play, but it's good enough to put the Avs in a position with puck possession. McKinnon does a good job along the wall to earn possession, and now Necas gets a cleaner look at it where he's able to send it through. He's probably looking for Lehkonen here net front for a shot. It doesn't connect, but again, the Avs are able to recover. They're making quality plays even if it isn't the cleanest of play. Taves quickly to Makar. Makar is a freak and is able to find this lane through the middle to the backside for Necas, who's creeping into a soft spot, and Necas does not hesitate. He puts it right in the back of the net. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like with your best players sometimes, and super encouraging that it looks like that against a team like Vegas. The Avs are better than some of the best teams in the league. Not for 100% of the time, but when they're at their best, absolutely. That would be the only goal of the first period, and possession-wise, it was probably the Avs' worst period of the game. And again, it was far from perfect hockey. It's a weird matinee. You expect some sloppiness, but the Avs kept it together far better than Vegas did at 5-on-5. The only real problem I think you run into as the Avalanche here is discipline. The Avs take 6 penalties across this game. That's too many. Even if you're getting soft calls against you, that's too many. And while it does end up being a factor in the game, that doesn't come until much later, and it ultimately does not cost the Avs. So big credit to the Avs penalty kill that killed 5 of those 6. I know they let in 1, but the problem there is too many penalties. Not that the penalty kill was bad. The penalty kill was actually great for most of the night. In between killing penalties towards the start of the second period, the Avs are able to extend their lead. This is an expiring power play for Vegas here. The Avs have just put together a great penalty kill. Vegas's initial possession here is knocked a bit loose with some good pressure from the Avs. Right as Jack Drury picks up this puck and the Avs are over the PK, Brock Nelson has gone off to the races here. He's too fast for Vegas. They can't keep up, and Drury puts it on his tape. A beautiful pass to the right spot, which gives Nelson a clean opportunity, and Nelson's shot is good. You love the simple hockey. Skate fast, shoot puck, score. That is what Brock Nelson is built to do here in Colorado. And I know it's a weird line combination because of the penalty kill, but Nelson finishing is at the top of the list of the things the Avs need more of. That's Nelson's second goal in the last 3 games, and that one is a pure shooter's goal, exactly what you want. It's great to see the second line show up, even if it is a mixed line. Nelson is the key to the second line for most nights for the Avalanche, and getting that against a team like Vegas, honestly a difference maker. That would be the only goal of the second period as you trudge through more penalties. The Avs would also get a power play that was bad. I'm just not going to talk about it on a night that they went 0 for 2. One of those was a 10-second power play, so really they went 0 for 1. It's just not going to get into it. The third period. Remember the discipline I talked about? Yeah, that's the real problem here. Early in the third period, the Avs take not 1, but 2 penalties, giving Vegas about a minute and a half of 5-on-3 time. Thankfully, Vegas takes a penalty of their own during that 5-on-3 to chop it down to a 4-on-3. So it could have been worse, but still, the Avs put themselves in a hole here. And when you set Vegas up that well, you know they're going to capitalize eventually. It's fallen to a 4-on-3 situation, just a weird bit of hockey in a tough spot for the Avs to be in. The defenders are doing their best. They're fronting the puck. They're not giving Vegas anything clean as far as walking in from outside goes. Ultimately, as the play develops, the Avs opt to give Wedgwood the shooter with Hurdle in front. Manson is challenging slowly, but the Avs are more concerned about backdoor plays or stuff getting through. They're going to give Wedgwood the opportunity to save this one. Unfortunately, he does not. It's a 4-on-3 and the Avs give Wedgwood the shooter there. I'm sure Wedgwood would like a save, but it's not something I'm worth nitpicking on this game. You give him 6 power play opportunities. You can pretty safely chalk up Vegas for a goal. This is where the game got interesting, but also I think where some of the most impressive work from the Avs comes. Vegas gets it within 1 and they absolutely push. Over the next 5 to 7 minutes, Vegas is coming at the Avs with everything they have left in the tank. And the Avs initially weather that storm, and then they kick it into gear and punch back. The game-winning goal comes from the guy whose jersey I'm wearing. Forgive me, the quality of the recording of this goal is horrible. I can't do anything about it because I'm trying to get this done fast since it is Halloween night. This is Martin Necas, which is all you really need to know on this play, as he's able to carry the puck in deep and hold on to it and create space and show some fantastic patience. This is important because patience creates goals in the NHL if you can afford to do it. Now, if you lose the puck, you're in trouble, but Necas does not. There's some other stuff going on here. You have a man crashing the net. You're forcing Vegas to commit cheat deep down in the zone, which opens up lanes for someone like, say, Brent Burns. This is Smudge, that is Brent Burns here, who's able to use the space created, step into one, and put a beautiful wrist shot in the back of the net to give the Avs an insurance goal. Great work from Necas, obviously creating that entire play by himself, but a good job by Burns. Welcome to the Colorado Avalanche, buddy. Get used to that feeling. They're going to be asking you to step up and jump into those plays a lot, and you're going to have opportunities to finish. When you do, you end up with game-winning goals. And it's a good thing Brent Burns put that goal in the back of the net, because that wasn't the last puck he would put into a net. There's not a ton to this one. Vegas is able to get in the zone with control of the puck, and they just throw a puck towards the net. Brent Burns is there, but the puck is up on edge rolling. When it hits his stick blade, it redirects like he tried to put it perfectly into the Avs net. A bit silly. This goal is exactly why you score insurance goals, because weird, stupid, funny, dumb bounces happen all the time in the NHL, and sometimes they go in your net. If this was a tie game, you're in a whole new ball game at that point. But it wasn't. That insurance goal makes sure the Avs stays in the lead, and they can play with that lead through the rest of the game. Of course, you would like the game to be more comfortable. You would like the Avs to have extended that lead, yada, yada, yada. But Vegas is a good team. You know you're going to have to earn it against someone like them. And the Avs do just that. They really don't even give up very many dangerous opportunities. At 5-on-5 in this game, the Avs only gave up 5 high-danger chances total. So as they lock it down, they get the goalie pull time, and they finish the job with Makar hitting the empty net. And the Avs ride away with the win and are the best team in the Western Conference at the moment. Necas rattles off a 3-point night on his first game since signing the contract, which is great. The Avs top 6 does exactly what you need them to do. The defense was good on both ends of the ice, both jumping in with 4 points and holding their own on the back end against a dangerous Vegas team. The Avs proved the statistics don't have to blow up. They don't need 40 shots every single night to win. They can play these grinded out close games, especially with a lead. It really is high quality stuff over the majority of this game. I really like the way Colorado has set themselves up, and it feels like these second lines and third lines are finding themselves with the swap you've made, Colton on the second line and Landy on the third. Landy, who looked great for a large portion of this game, by the way. The Avs continue to sit pretty, and they've come out of this stretch of losses, even if many of them were in overtime, and look like they're back on the winning trail. Of course, you got to show up every night in the NHL, and the Avs have to do that again tomorrow. But that's tomorrow's problem, and since there's a game coming up so soon, we'll leave it at that. I'll keep this one relatively short. Hope you all have a happy Halloween. Thank you for watching this game video review. I am Rudo, and is my Brent Burns costume good? How's the beard look?